JC, a game that you're going to be watching very closely, covering those BC Lions. The Lions are set to open the CFL season with a visit to McMahon Stadium and the Calgary Stampeders on Thursday night. The Stamps have opened as 3.5-point favorites, though we will all be picking games straight up and against the spread on Thursday with 10 of our contributors on the site. We want you to give us a sneak peek now. Tell us who you're picking and why.
Well, this is the dawn of another new era in BC. Last year, it was Nathan Rourke's team. Now it's Vernon Adams Jr., and he's been around for an entire offseason, and I think that has done wonders for him. We didn't get a chance to talk about it because we're getting right into the regular season, but his preseason performance last week was absolutely stellar. He was 12 of 12 for over 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, ran for almost another 30, looked incredibly on point, crisp, clean, collected in the pocket, got the ball out of his hands fast. I was hyperbolic on Twitter. I said it was the best I'd ever seen Vernon Adams Jr. play, and he agreed with me. In the press conference after the fact, he said he has never felt more comfortable in his entire CFL career. So if that stays true in the regular season, right now, the Lions are 3.5-point underdogs. I'm taking the Lions to win this game if Vernon Adams Jr. looks anything like he did last week.
Our colleague and resident Calgary Stampeders analysis man, Brian Ballantyne, won't really like that pick, but I can see the value there with Vernon Adams Jr., certainly, especially after that preseason debut and the way that he's seemingly really got into a rhythm with offensive coordinator Jordan Maximic. I think that's the secret sauce here for the BC Lions. Nathan Rourke had some otherworldly talent and production last year before he hurt his foot and was on the shelf for most of the season until coming back in the playoffs. But Maximic's ability to fit the Lions offense to the quarterback that is in there has been tremendous. And it was shown last year when Adams Jr. down the stretch there for BC when he was filling in for Rourke until he got back, threw 6 touchdowns and only 1 interception. That's some of the most consistent football we've seen Adams Jr. play in his entire CFL career. So he's got some targets there with Dominic Rhymes and Keon Hatcher. And if Lucky Whitehead is healthy, then I think it can be a dynamic offense. They need to protect him well, but I think there is definitely value there with the Lions going in to Calgary. And Vernon Adams Jr. has some good mojo there. He played well at McMahon Stadium last year. So I like the side that JC is on, and I would double down on it with him.
I also wonder if we'll see another fight in the parking lot, but that's a question for another day.
I'd forgotten about that. Lucky Whitehead versus Cameron Judge grudge match. I will be in attendance at McMahon Stadium, so I'm going to park myself in the parking lot after the game, watching, making sure that there are no fisticuffs.